Let us stop with the tomfoolery. Let us put an end to the shenanigans. Okay, that's enough, Scotty Ball. And let's get to our hit opening segment here on the show, which, say it with me, Balls Army 3, Balls Deep Army, 3, 2, 1, Balls on Fire. That's right. What has got me, Scotty Ball, the most on fire, the most heated up, the most fired up, feisty, just, ready to go, amped, whether it be positive or negative. That's the beautiful thing about Balls on Fire. Balls can be on fire over something that's fantastic or something that's absolutely atrocious, but you get an extreme, you get one side of the spectrum, all the way over to it. So what? Everybody, all right, Balls Deep gambling game players, place your wagers on what is going to be tonight's opening topic. Is it the slumping Wolves? Is it the slumping Wild? Is it the no longer playing Minnesota Vikings? Is it the AFC and NFC championships coming up? Is it what went down last week in the division round? Is it tennis, for crying out loud? Maybe that Novak Djokovic and throwing matches story thing. Maybe. But yeah, you should know me better than that. Come on. Balls on Fire this week is about WWE Pro Wrestling. And in part because I'm a huge wrestling fan, and as I mentioned, Royal Rumble is this Sunday. Pre-show starts at 6, hour long, should have a match in it, mostly, promos, videos, interviews, things of that nature. I always like to watch, though. Great for getting you in the mood, And then the show runs from 7 to approximately 10 o'clock Central Standard Time on the WWE Network, which you can purchase for just $9.99. It's beyond worth it, even when the pay-per-views aren't that good. Like, you get to watch every pay-per-view for $10 a month. It's a good deal. Just do it if you're a wrestling fan. But so we get a pay-per-view every month if we're wrestling fans, which I am. And some of them are great, some of them are, fairly mediocre, some of them downright stink every once in a while. You never know for sure when one's going to stink, but, for the most part, they try to give them all a fairly big event, important type of feel to them. But in all reality, they have, 3 or 4 really big ones that they care about, one in particular that they care most about, and then, they've got at least 2 or 3 or 4 that are kind of just fill in whatevers, But this coming Sunday is my favorite or second favorite annual WWE pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble. I love it. So I'm super excited and on fire about that, just in general. But what has really got me the most fired up and excited about tonight's show is that for the first time in several months, gosh, I don't even remember, it was probably November, around Thanksgiving time for Survivor Series, or perhaps it would have been all the way back in September for Night of Champions. But it has been months, many, many weeks, way too long, since we have had one of my favorite people in the world come onto the show and talk wrestling with us. And that is one Mr. Doug Sanders. So let's welcome him to the show here right now. Hey, Doug Sanders. Welcome back to Balls Deep Sports Talk. Man, it's good to have you back. It feels like it's been forever since you've been on the show. When was the last time you were on the show?
Maybe SummerSlam, I guess?
SummerSlam? We didn't do one for Survivor Series or Night of Champions?
No.
Wow, it has been since August since we've had our WWE expert guru extraordinaire on the show to help us talk pro wrestling. Now, we tend to only get Doug Sanders in here on the biggest, most exciting, important WWE events going on, and that is exactly what we have taking place this Sunday starting at 7 o'clock. Pre-show starts at 6. Those are Central Standard Times, the WWE Royal Rumble. So, Doug Sanders, what do you want to talk about first here for the Royal Rumble match?
I think we should actually keep the Royal Rumble match match itself last. in my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay. So what would you like to discuss first about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view? Then I should say.
How about the tag team match that they confirmed last night with the New Day against the Usos?
All right. Yes. So one of the, I believe. Let's see. I think there's 5 matches on the regular card, and then a pre-show match is what I have, I believe. 1 second. But yes, there are 5 total matches on the regular show card, and then 1 pre-show match, and all 5 matches we just looked up on the full card, the regular card, are title matches. So it's basically a Night of Champions with a Royal Rumble match determining the champion in the main event. But so you wanted to start with our tag team championship match. That might be the first match of the regular show, quite possibly. Not sure. But yeah, let's start there. Like you said, we've got the current tag team champions, the New Day. Yes, it is. Don't you dare be sour. Defending their titles against the Usos. So what are your thoughts on this one, Doug Sanders?
Personally, I think they kind of just made this match. Like, there was really no feud going on between them. Just that TLC feud, but then they just kind of ended it, but then they just brought it back. It was really confusing why they just made this match all of a sudden, without really no feud going into it.
Well, my thoughts, I agree with you. My thoughts are that New Day completely owns the tag team division right now. Like, they're in a whole nother world than anyone else in that division, and taking the titles away from them is not a good idea until some other team proves semi-worthy of calling themselves the champions over them, because from a ratings and entertainment standpoint, what they're putting out night after night is, like I said, head and shoulders above what anyone else in their division is doing, and it's even bigger than what a lot of people in the main singles divisions are doing, and that's why you see them in like the main events on Raw and stuff much more often than other tag teams in the recent past. So I don't think their titles are going anywhere anytime soon. Maybe at WrestleMania would be where they would try to put someone else over, but I definitely see this as mostly just a decent filler match to have the New Day retain their titles. What do you think?
I think, well, I was actually talking with you about the New Day in their title run, and you were talking about how you think they might even pass Demolition's
That is right.
title reign.
That is correct. I did make the bold prediction a little while back that the New Day, with their current tag team title reign, would break the all-time record for longest WWE Tag Team Championship reign. I believe that is held by Demolition. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the longest tag.
And it's somewhere around, it's like 300 days or 400 days, something like that. Somewhere in there.
300 days.
Okay, so around a full calendar year. Yeah, I'll stand by that prediction for sure. But yes, I'm definitely picking New Day all the way. Whether it's, retaining the belts but losing via disqualification, or whether it's a clean victory or whatever, it doesn't matter. New Day walks in tag champs, New Day walks out tag champs, and it should be entertaining because it's the New Day and they rock. So
Yeah, I think the New Day 100% is going to win this match. I just don't see the Usos walking out with the titles here at all.
no, and in fact, I just a few minutes ago, I thought of another reason why the Usos are probably going to lose this match and where they might go with them, moving forward for the next pay-per-view or two as well. But I'll fill you in on that a little later because that might spoil a few things for other matches. But all right, so what match do you want to go to next?
I think next we should go to the pre-show match.
Okay, yes, the pre-show match, which was just announced this Wednesday morning, and it will be a fatal four-way tag match where the winning team, the winning two-man team, both of those wrestlers will become entrants in the 30-man main event Royal Rumble match for the championship. Now, as I mentioned, this match was just announced, and it feels and looks kind of just thrown together at the last minute. But I do kind of like it because it has a point to an extent. I mean, when we tell you the 8 guys in this match, none of them have a chance at all of winning the Royal Rumble. So as an intelligent fan, you kind of know that it's all sort of pointless in the end, but it's still, at least they're passing it off as if it has a point. It's not just some guy versus another guy or some diva versus another diva and there's nothing on the line and, it's just a match. So I like that about it. Some of the pairings for 2 of the teams are a little strange. We have 2 traditional teams in the tournament. Do you want to tell the audience who that is, Mr. Doug Sanders? Who are the 2 traditional tag teams in this Royal Rumble kickoff pre-show match? The Fatal 4-Way Rumble Qualifier is what they're calling it.
Well, the 2 traditional tag teams have to be the Dudley Boys and the Ascension.
That is right. And then we have 2 thrown together tag teams. And who would those teams be?
Those are Mark Henry and Jack Swagger, and the other team of Darren Young and Damien Sandow.
All right. Now, this is a very interesting one to pick, I think. That's kind of one of the fun things about this one to me, is that, it definitely, and anyone could make the argument for 3 of these 4 teams possibly winning. I don't see how anyone could make the argument for the Ascension winning this match, although it would be a shocking, nice little much-needed push for the miserably failing Ascension tag team. But I don't think they have a chance. But the Dudley Boys, they're by far the most popular, the most over in this group, I think, at least. And they do have some, historical credibility as far as tag titles that they could add to the Rumble match. But I think with the, winners going to a singles match, that suggests that one of the 2 teams of, mashed together singles wrestlers will be victorious. So that would favor the team of either Darren Young and Damien Sandow, or the team of Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. If Young and Sandow are to win, I would think it would be to kind of start a new push for Sandow and possibly Young, but mainly just Sandow. What I think is going to happen is that Mark Henry and Jack Swagger are going to win, and because they both have previous reigns, title reigns, world champion title reigns on their resume, that is why they are going to win this match, to kind of add credibility and respectability to all the competitors that are in the Royal Rumble match. So they'll go like, wow, now you got 2 former world champions in here and blah blah blah. I think that's what they're going to use it for. So my pick, and the reason why, is Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. What do you think, Doug Sanders?
Well, first off, the Ascension has no chance. Just no chance.
They've got no chance.
No chance.
No chance in hell.
Just no chance. But I think the Dudley Boys have a very good advantage to win too, as well as Darren Young, Damien Sandow, and Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. And yeah, I do agree that it would be 2 single stars instead of a tag team, unless if they were going to do something with the Dudley Boys breaking up, possibly even.
Ooh. Like maybe in the Rumble match?
Yeah, like in the Royal Rumble match.
That's great angle. See, this is why Doug Sanders, is our exclusive WWE expert guru extraordinaire. He's years beyond the monkeys with typewriters that they got working in the WWE creative. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
I could easily replace them.
Yes. But so continue with your official match predictions, please, sir.
But it seems highly unlikely, too, that they might turn the Dudley Boys against them, because that's probably what they're only going to be using them for mostly the rest of their career in the WWE. So I don't pick them to win this. So it'd have to be either Darren Young and Damien Sandow, or Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. And yeah, I do like your option of Mark Henry and Jack Swagger because of them being 2 former world champs. But I did see